Hi there, thank you for choosing my video. Today I'm going to talk you through a few exercises that you should be doing to strengthen your pelvic floor. Now I am 8 months postpartum and I've always known the importance of strengthening and working those pelvic floor muscles, but now I know even more so how important it is to be doing these exercises, and we should be aiming to do them daily. I know it's hard, we live busy lives, but if we can, let's try to do these every single day. Now anybody can do these exercises, male, female, yeah, it doesn't matter. We all should be doing our pelvic floor exercises. So all of these we can do laying down on the floor, or we can do standing. I'm going to show you the first one standing up, and then the second exercise laying down on the ground. But if you want to do it all on the mat, all on the floor, you can do. So I'll just give you a moment to get yourself comfortable and then we'll get going. So I'm just going to move back a little bit so you can see me. First exercise that we are going to do is we're going to tighten and squeeze our pelvic floor muscles, and we're going to do some quick bursts of this. So it's like you're sort of squeezing up and in, sort of holding in any wind if you were, or the muscles that you'd be using if you was going to cough and you were worried that you were going to leak. So we're going to squeeze and release, and squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. And I'd like you to try to do 10 of these. If we can, we're going to do 10 a couple of times, but have a rest after the first 10. It is important whilst we're doing this that we're trying to breathe at the same time. If you struggle with that, you could hum or let out a nice deep breath of air, just to make sure you're not holding your breath. So once you've had 10 of those, have a little rest, and then we'll go again with them. Another good one that I like, which helps me think about the pelvic floor muscles and the right place that we are working, is to imagine you've got a tube of Smarties just inside that you're trying to crush. I hope Smarties are universal, other sweeties are available. Basically, it's a little cardboard box that you're trying to crush. And I think that's a really good way of thinking about using those pelvic floor muscles. So we're still going fast with those, sort of squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Lovely. So we've aimed to do 10 fast, rest, 10 fast, rest. Now we're going to see if we can hold that squeeze this time, that contraction. So this time we're going to squeeze the pelvic floor and release. Nice big squeeze and release. And another way of thinking about this, one of my fitness instructor friends told me this, so Nikki, this one's from you, so I'll give you credit, is imagining you've got a lift and you're trying to take the lift up from first to second to third floor. So you're lifting up and in and release, squeeze. Or if you prefer to think about that cardboard tube, that Smartie tube that you're squishing, and release, squishing, and release. And we'll aim to do 10 of these again. So making sure we hold, and release. And we're breathing, and release. So well done. So that's something you can do anywhere. You can do that while you're washing the dishes, you can do that while you're sitting at your desk working, and if you prefer, you can lay down in bed or lay on the sofa, you can do that as well. So for this next one, we are all going to come down onto the floor for this next one. So if you've got a blanket or a towel you can lay on top of, or an exercise mat, that is great. I forgot mine, so I'm just going to do it on the floor today. So I'll give you a few moments to get down, and then I'll show you the next exercise. Once we get down onto the floor, we are going to place our feet down on the ground, with our knees pointing up, and we're just going to lay here. This is called a pelvic tilt. So we're just tilting the pelvis. So we are tilting and trying to press our lower back down into the ground and then release. So as we do this, we want to make sure we're not using the leg muscles to do this. We are using our pelvic floor muscles. So that's important because it can be quite tempting to sort of cheat and use those legs to push that lower back down. So if you imagine you've got a hand underneath your lower back, you could even place your hand there if that helps. And you're thinking about squeezing, bringing that belly button down into the ground, pressing that lower back down, but we're using our pelvic floor muscles to tilt and release. So we want to hold it here, pause, and then release. So with this again, making sure we are breathing, we are not holding our breath, we are squeezing that place in between the legs, we're squeezing our pelvic floor muscles, and release. Good, so just keep this going. And we'll aim for, let's do 15 of these. I think that's a good place to start. Now, if you're really struggling with your pelvic floor, if you're not sure if you are doing this right, it's important to seek help. Maybe see if there's someone that you can go and see, a physiotherapist who can guide you and feel you and make sure you are doing this, because I can only sort of discuss it, but I can't see what you are doing at home. So if you're really unsure, then why not go and speak to someone, because it's so important, especially as we get older. It is so important that we're doing this every day, because it can really affect your life. If you're struggling with incontinence, it's not normal. There is things you can do, exercises to help with that. And once you've done 15, we will rest there. Now, if that's enough for you today, leave it there, maybe start again, or come back to it and do this workout either again today or definitely tomorrow. If you want to do a little bit more, we will do a shoulder bridge, and we're going to finish with 10 shoulder bridges. So we want to bring our heels nice and close to our bottom, place our hands by our sides, and we lift all the way up. We're going to squeeze our pelvic floor muscles, and then we come back down, just gently resting before we come back up again. 2, let's do 10, I think I said 10. 3, you're also working your glutes here. 'Let's have 2 more. Squeeze that pelvic floor, lift. And final one, let's come all the way up. And back down. Well done, guys. So I really hope that made sense. If you'd like to see some more of these exercises, please leave me a comment down below and I can do another video for you. And good luck. Make sure you're doing this every day. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. So make sure you leave a message telling me that you've done it today. So well done, guys. Have a nice day, and hopefully I'll see you on the next workout.